everyone, in this video we are going to see subject-verb agreement, that is Concord rules. So if you didn't subscribe my channel, just subscribe it and click the bell icon to get further notification. When you write a sentence, you must make sure that subject and the verb agree. Subject-verb agreement is the correspondence of a verb with its subject in person and also number. The basic rule states that a singular subject takes a singular verb while a plural subject takes a plural verb. Always plural. After people, police, cattle, a number of, a group of. Then when subject has two nouns joined by and, few, many, several, both, all, some. Scissors, tweezers, trousers, shorts, jeans, glasses. Always the verb is plural. The next one, always singular. After, one of, a kind of, a type of. Units of measurement and mathematical expressions. When the subject has two singular nouns joined by or nouns connected with each of, each one, either of, neither of, someone, something, anybody, anything, no one, nothing, everybody, everything. Then names of subjects: mathematics, politics, civics, economics, physics, etc. This time comes means it is singular. The verb is singular. If you find these keywords in a sentence, you can use the verb as singular. Let's see the rules one by one. If the subject is singular, then the verb should be singular. Example, Rajesh, that is the subject. So the verb works, work not, works in the office. If the subject is plural, then the verb should be plural. Example, they feel happy about my arrival. They is plural, feel, the verb is plural. If the subject is in third person, singular always carries the singular verb. She needs money. She is singular, that is needs is singular. If the verb with s is singular, verb is plural. If two or three nouns express a single purpose, it should be considered as singular noun and it takes a singular verb, that is or V plus S form. Bread, butter and jam. So three, bread, butter, jam, three expresses one idea. So the verb is. Next example, rice and curry is for lunch. So rice, curry expresses the single purpose. So the verb is. Is singular. That is, if the error is in present tense, you have to correct in present tense. If the error is in past tense, you have to use only past tense. Let's see the next one. If the nouns denotes a single person, then it should be considered as singular and it takes the singular verb. Balachandar, the novelist and dramatist, has visited our campus. Here, when there are two different nouns separated by definite article the verb will be plural. But here, the novelist and dramatist. So, there is no the after and. So, novelist and dramatist is Balachandar. So, the verb is has, not have. Next example, the poet and the novelist are awarded. Here, after and there is the. So, they are different persons. So, the verb is are. Next rule. The nouns after preposition should not be taken into account as it is not linked with the boy through the conjunction. The boy with his friends goes to the computer center. Friends is plural. So you will think the verb is go. But we should not use go. Why? Because the subject is the boy. So the verb is goes. Let's see the next rule. When two or more subjects are connected by or, either, or, neither nor, the verb changes according to the subject nearest to it. Example, Ramu or his classmates come to our office every day. Here Ramu is singular, classmates is plural, but it is connected by the conjunction or. So we have to consider the nearby subject classmates, that is plural. So the verb come is plural. Either my brother or my sisters ring up to me regularly. Either or comes here, but nearby or there is sisters plural. So the verb ring we are using, that is plural verb. Neither my sisters nor my brother rings up to me anytime. Here neither means nor only has to come. Here nor is there, but nearby nor, the noun is my brother, that is singular. So rings, yes, we have to add yes to ring, singular verb is used. Let's move to the next rule. Either and neither always carry a singular verb when followed by plural nouns after preposition. Example, either of the boys. Boys is plural, so you think we should write are, but the key word either of is there, so the verb is brisk. Next example, neither of these students goes to examination. Neither of is the keyword, the noun is students, but students is plural, but neither of is the keyword here. If neither of, either of comes means we have to use only singular verb, so here the verb is goes. Next example, either of them has watched the movie. Either of is the singular keyword, so the verb is has. Though there is them, we should not use have, we have to use has. The determiners pronouns like each, every, anybody, anyone, everybody, everyone, none, no one, nobody takes singular verbs. If you find the determiners are pronouns like these keywords, you have to use only singular verbs. Example, each of them is plural, but we have written as has purchased 3 plots. Next example, is there anybody to answer the question? Anybody is the keyword, so the verb is singular. Everyone turns up to the conference. Everyone is the keyword here, so the verb is turns, that is singular verb. Each and every employee wears. So each or every comes in a sentence, we have to use only singular verb, that is wears. None of the boys is very brilliant. None of is the keyword here, so the verb is. Let's see the next rule. Even though two nouns preceded by each or every are connected by and, they take a singular verb. Already we had seen each, every comes means what we have to do. Now each and every are preceded, but if there is and in a sentence, the verb is singular. Example, each boy and each girl has a story to say. Here each is there, but the connector and is there. So after girl, the verb is has, not have. Every book and every journal in the library is in an apple pie order. Here and is there, so the verb is singular. Let's move to the next rule. Next rule, the pattern one of is always followed by a plural noun. The verb agrees with one and not with the plural noun. Example, one of the teachers has a good sense of humor. Here, teachers is plural, but the verb has is singular. Why? Because according to the rule one of, if one of the comes means we have to use only the singular verb. Next, one of her sisters was selected by Wipro. Here, sisters is plural, but the verb is singular was. Why? Because there is one of. So, you have to keep in mind of if in a sentence one of the or one of comes means the verb is singular. Let's move to the next rule. The relative pronoun who stands for the noun that immediately precedes it. So, in the following sentence, verb will be plural. Example, Shakespeare is one of the greatest dramatists who have, we have written. Because one of the is there, so we have to write have. Dramatist is a noun which is plural. So, we have to write have written many historical plays. Certain nouns like cattle, people, police, folk, and clergy, though singular in form, are considered as plural and takes the plural verb. Example, the cattle are grazing in the field. The police were forced to act. The people are waiting for the president. Here, cattle, police, people are singular in form. There is no yes, but it is considered as collective and as called as collective noun. So the verb is plural and not singular. So the cattle are grazing, the police were forced, the people are waiting. Let's move to the next rule. There are nouns like news, politics, means, physics, measles seem to be plural in form but are always singular in meaning and take the singular verb. Example, the news that the film is banned is shocking. Here, news is plural in form but it is considered as singular and there is singular verb is. Politics is not a healthy game. Politics there is yes. You will think it is as plural. But politics is singular and the verb is singular that is. A few words under this category are dynamics, economics, mathematics, innings, billiards, athletics, acoustics, tactics, the United States, classics, comics, and so on. Let's move to the next rule. Not all plural nouns taken as singular in form. For instance, tools and articles consisting of two equal parts are taken as plural nouns like cloth, scissors, and stairs. Example, the cloths in the shop are very expensive. Her scissors are not very sharp. The stairs are very steep. Here, cloths, scissors, stairs are what? Plural. The verb is also plural. Let's move to the next rule. Certain collective nouns like committee, congregation, government, crew, etc. take the singular or plural verb based on the context. When the noun is taken as a group or collection, it takes a singular verb. A committee is collective noun, so the verb is has been set up to probe into the accident. Next, the government is collective, so the verb is singular, is working for the welfare of the downtrodden. But the same words take the plural verb when each member is considered as an individual. The committee believe in the stingiest action. Here the committee is collective, so the verb is believe. The government want to keep the plan to themselves. Here want is the verb. Let's move to the next rule. Almost the same principle applies to the class nouns, that is, some of, most of, a lot of, a great deal of, plenty of, lots of, one third of, all fractions, etc. They take the plural verb when they refer to the number. Some of the boys, here some of came, so the verb is plural, are very intelligent. Lots of fans, fans is there, lots of, okay, plural, so we are writing here have come. A lot of people go to the theater. A lot of came, so there is go, not goes. plenty of the roses are available in the market. Plenty of came. So the verb is plural, that is are. Let's move to the next rule. The same nouns take the singular verb when they refer to quantity. That is, one third of the land is still fertile. Here, one third, that is quantity is referred here. So the verb is singular is. Some of the sugar is spilt. So here, some of refers to the quantity. So the verb is. Plenty of water. Plenty of is there. It is the quantity, refers to the quantity. So the verb is available. Lots of tea. Lots of is there. So the verb is singular, has been prepared. Let's move to the next rule. Class nouns such as clothing, furniture, stationery, food, crockery, cutlery, footwear, information, advice, luggage, and equipment are considered as singular. So the verb is singular. The furniture in the house is damaged, not furnitures. Furniture has the one form, that is furniture alone. So the verb is singular. The footwear you bought yesterday was good. The footwears not footwear, that is considered as singular. So the verb is was, that is singular. Let's move to the next rule. When the word many is followed by a, it must take singular noun which takes singular verb. Many, a student commits suicide. So many is there, many a we have to consider. Student is singular, so commits is singular. Many a book in the library has been untouched by the students. Many a is there, so the verb is singular. So it is has and not have. Let's move to the next rule. The phrase more than one is followed by a singular noun and takes the singular verb. More than one student is absent in our class. More than one comes here. So the verb is singular. Phrases begin with a team of, a chain of, a flock of, a bouquet of, a series of, a set of, a regiment of, etc. takes the singular verb, though the nouns after them are plural. A series of lectures, that is plural, but here has been arranged because a series of came. So the verb is singular, though the lectures is plural, the verb is singular. A team of players has gone for a tour. A team of is there, so it is the keyword. The players is plural, but the verb is singular. Why? Because there is team of. Next one, a regiment of soldiers is deployed for the election duty. A regiment is the keyword here. Soldiers is plural, but the verb is singular because a regiment of. So keep in mind these keywords. Let's move to the next rule. If a sentence begins with a number of, the verb is plural, whereas if it begins with the number of, the verb is singular. Example, a number of students. Here a number of comes, so the verb is plural, that is are playing in the ground. Here the number of means many. The number of students good at sports is very few. Here the number of comes, the verb is singular, that is. Let's move to the next rule. When the subject of a sentence begin with a specific quantity, amount, weight, height or distance, the verb is singular when considered as a whole. 300 rupees, we have to consider it as 300 rupees, not rupees alone. So here we are considered as collective. So the verb is singular, is not a huge amount. 400 miles was a big distance. Miles is plural, but we have to think for 400 miles. So it is collective, that is was. But the sum of money or years, when considered separately, the verb is plural. Example, 5 years. So 5 years have rolled since we come to Kumbakonam. 1 lakh rupees were distributed among the victims. Among games, no? So here the verb is were. Let's move to the next rule. Titles or names of books, quotations, maxims, etc. carry the singular verb. The Chutti TV is the title here. So, entertains, the singular verb. The Chutti TV entertains the children with a lot of comic episodes. Next one, on umbrella morals makes an interesting reading. Morals is plural, but here umbrella morals is the quotation book name. So here makes is the singular verb. Let's move to the next rule. Certain adjectives are used with the article as nouns. The blind, the destitute, the youth, the poor, the brave, the unemployed takes the singular verb. The destitute are taken care by the organization. The unemployed are restless. The youth of today are mechanical. Here the keywords are there, so we are using the verb as plural. So you have to keep in mind the keywords. Let's move to the next rule. The nationality words referring to the people of a particular nation take the plural verb. The French love good food. The French is the nationality represent to the people. So the verb is plural, that is love. The British were cruel towards Indians. The British, what is that? It is the collective noun referring to people. So the verb is plural were. Okay, if the nationality word is there, you have to take the verb as plural. Let's move to the next rule. Singular noun joined by a preposition takes the singular verb. City after city was captured by the Americans. So city is singular and the verb is was. Her speech after speech inspires the people. Speech is singular, so the verb is singular, that is inspires. When the subject is the formal, there the verb agrees with the real subject that follows it. Example, there is a boy in the room. So the boy is singular, so the verb is singular. There were a number of businessmen at the party. Men is the plural, so the verb is plural, that is were. Thanks for listening. If you like the channel, kindly subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you.